own pair of Poke Pants. And that's when I learned about the magical land of Goodwill. At Goodwill, you could buy mediocre, questionably stained-looking jeans for a fourth of the price of Kohl's. And since I had to buy all my clothes and I was unemployed, I was at Goodwill every other Saturday for that half-off deal. You're at Goodwill and everything's half off. That's like a double sale, people. Here's the thing. Typically, clothes stores have a certain style they specialize in. Tilly's, you know you're gonna get that hip LA style clothes. At Old Navy, you know you're gonna get that white boy Ohio look. And H&M, you know you're gonna get demonetized. But when you step inside your local Goodwill, you don't know what you're getting. You get every style of clothing all in one place. I got my favorite t-shirt from Goodwill. I even wore it to this panel at VidCon. You know, the panel where I didn't even talk into the microphone, so you couldn't hear half the words I said.
But James, I don't want to wear clothes that have already been worn by other people. They're gross. Cuties and herpes.
Yeah, no, that's true. You don't know who else has worn your clothing. But then again, you could be wearing something that was also worn by the odd ones out. Yeah, that's right. I donate my clothes to Goodwill. Reduce, reuse, recycle, baby. Why would someone make a pair of pants out of Pokemon cards and give it away? I'm not saying don't buy expensive clothing. Buy whatever you want to buy and can't afford. If there's two shirts, one is $40 and one is $5, and you really, really like the $40 shirt and hate the $5 one, you should get the $40 shirt because you'll end up wearing it more often, so you get more use out of it. In economics, there's a term used to measure how much happiness a product will give you, and it's called utils. Sometimes buying more expensive things will give you more utils of happiness, so it's worth it to buy expensive clothing. But for me, I get way more utils buying a shirt for $5. You cannot put a price on all the oodles and oodles of utils I get for wearing a shirt I like for $5. You can wear your Supremes and your Abercrombos or whatever all you want. I just don't think it makes a lot of sense spending that much money on a white t-shirt with an ironed-on logo. There's no material in that shirt that makes it as expensive as it is. Oh, never mind. What you're really doing is paying for the name brand. So you might as well staple two $20 bills to your shirt and write in Sharpie, "Look everyone, I got $40. But again, if you like the design of a white shirt and a red rectangle, then you be happy wearing it. I'm not telling you what to wear, but I will tell you this. Don't judge someone based on their clothing. That's like the most shallow thing a person can do. Even if someone is wearing old hand-me-downs or a really expensive name brand t-shirt, don't treat people differently because of their clothing. There's a certain YouTuber going around, I'm not going to say any names, but I will draw pictures, who's teaching kids that their value as a person is correlated to the amount of money they spend on clothing. Don't do that. Okay, real talk over now. School uniforms! People who support school uniforms say that uniforms are better because then the students don't have to think about what they're going to wear the next day because everyone has to wear the same outfit. But like, I already don't think about what I'm wearing. That's probably why I'm naked right now. Okay, that's not entirely true. I'm not just going to walk outside wearing a pink poncho. I have standards. I just buy all the cheap clothing I think looks nice. In high school, I mostly wore solid color V-neck t-shirts, and one time a kid on the very last day of school told me, "James, you always wear solid color V-neck t-shirts. You're like a cartoon character." That's what I'm going for. I've always wanted to be a cartoon. I don't think you realize how much I love cartoons. One time I bought those shoes with the really fat tongues. I thought they looked cool, but they certainly didn't feel cool. They didn't have any support for my sole. I couldn't go running in them, so what was even the point? And apparently you're not supposed to tie the laces of those shoes. I'm not sure. Someone just told me, "Hey man, you know you're not supposed to tie the laces of those shoes, right?" So I had to bury the laces inside my shoe, and I was constantly stepping on the sharp aglets. And all the cool kids saw my shoes and said, "Hey, James, those are some pretty fat tongues you got there. Do you want to come sit at our lunch table?" And I said, "No, being cool sucks." So now I wear tennis shoes everywhere. Some of you watching are in 7th or 8th grade right now. "Any fat tongues you got there? Do you want to come sit at our lunch table?" And I said, "No, being cool sucks." So now I wear tennis shoes everywhere. Some of you watching are in 7th or 8th grade right now, and you might be going through your own "I need to look cool" phase. And I just want to say to you little youngins, you don't need to impress or prove yourself to anyone. Wear whatever makes you happy, and that you can afford. And you still have to follow the school's dress code, which is a whole other can of worms. I'm not encouraging anyone to break the rules, okay? All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, What really matters is that you're in 7th grade. Nothing you do will make you cool. I'm sorry. Everyone regrets 7th grade, okay? Just start putting on deodorant, do the homework, you'll get through this. Aw man, what a neat video that I made. Sorry it's been a while since I've done an end card. I've been traveling, and...
Tell me the man's name that starts with the letter K. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Fried chicken.
I'm gonna go first.
Please stop.
This is for Roadblock.
I'm not a bad person. Don't do this, please. I'm begging you.
Don't go the hacker. It's time to die.
Jane. Penelope. I'm sorry.
Daddy?
Penelope. I'm sorry.
Daddy? If you know me, you'll know how every time I see one of these anywhere, I have a meltdown. I start to cry. I'm trying to avoid.
Buy a set of Mickey Thompson tires now and save $250, and 4WP will install them for free.
Any
What are you looking?
Okay, so Fortnite recently brought back Arena. If you never played it, then good job. You saved yourself the money on buying a new controller. It's basically a game mode where you'll find the most sweaty and try-hard players all around the world. And I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief.
I'm back.
That is why I'll be going ahead and be using a whole bunch of modified controllers that you're not supposed to be using to play Fortnite. But of course, this is what I recently done. I got an Xbox One controller here so you guys can go ahead and see the comparison. Look at this. Same exact shape, same everything. What is this ripoff? And look at the button layout.
that $5.99 barbecue bacon double cheeseburger combo.
Are you as happy on the inside as you are on the outside? Maybe it's time for a gut check with Happy Inside, a delicious cereal that has the power of 3-in-1, prebiotics, probiotics, and fiber. Did you know probiotics are live microorganisms that are also known as good bacteria? Prebiotics feed certain good bacteria in your gut, and